Breaking news: Twitter suspension a threat to Nigerians. Human rights US involved declares. Now the United States of America are beginning to rise up to the Twitter ban. And we could be hearing more than we anticipated for, because they are waiting for Nigeria government very soon, and things might become more than what you expect. It might go beyond what you thought about. Now, this is the real issue ongoing now, as the Americans are speaking on Twitter ban, human right violation, and Nigerian government is being looked at and seen through who they are. Although they say it's a democratic setting, is it really democracy where the rights of the people are infringed? Anyway, the US is now speaking because they've discussed with Nigerian government before, who has failed to take heed. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. Let's get all the details. The United States Consul General in Nigeria, Claire, has declared that Twitter suspension in Nigeria is a threat to fundamental human rights of Nigerians. She made it known at an event tagged "A Conversation on Press Freedom, Freedom of Expression and Civil Space in Nigeria." According to Claire, the Twitter suspension and the directives by the Muhammadu Buhari's administration to all social media platform registers in Nigeria is worrisome and called for great concern. Banning or significantly restricting social media, including undergoing threat of prosecution, undermine Nigerians' human rights and fundamental freedom, Claire has said. The federal government of Nigeria really needs to reconsider her position, as this will not be allowed to continue for long. What are you people waiting for? You want it to continue more than it is before you can do something? She added, Nigerian government ongoing suspension of Twitter, and states intend to introduce registration requirements for all social media platforms are deeply worrisome. The urgency of allowing of freedom of movement, freedom of information dissemination, and freedom for people to go about safely is being threatened in Nigeria. Nigeria is supposed to be a democratic setting, but what we have currently right now is beyond democracy. There may possibly be no democracy in Nigeria, as the matter is looking as the government, due to the government's position on things. My wonderful people, this is what is happening. The US is becoming worried about Nigerian government, really worried. The US is beginning to speak on account of some of the activities ongoing and saying this cannot be allowed to happen, because the current predicament that is being faced do not allow for people to continue. So, it's okay that the US are beginning to notice that there is really no democracy in Nigeria. It's very good, because if you guys don't notice, you will not be able to appreciate all that we are talking about. You'll not be able to appreciate it. We keep saying it again and again, that there is oppression going on in Nigeria, but it feels like we are making lots of noise. You know, it's like we're making lots of noise. Nobody's paying attention. It's supposed to be a democratic government. However, it's not. It is supposed to be, but it's not. It's not. What we are experiencing and what we are having is rather a dictatorship government, where, we are being oppressed by the very government that supposedly the people, elected into office. They are the very ones oppressing the people who they said, elected them into office. So, how do we reconcile this? How do we reconcile it? You say, yeah, we voted you into office, yet you cannot dialogue with the people. You won't listen to the people. You will not even pay attention to anything they are saying, because you do not care. There is no form of care or concern. If Nigerians speaks, they go on a protest, they are being treated like animals. Do you know how many people have been killed? Do you know how many people, life has been destroyed because they dare confront the government to say this is wrong. Do you know why Nnamdi Kanu is where he is today? Sadly, the British has not risen up for him, although he was kidnapped with British passport. If it was not Nnamdi Kanu, would they have risen up for somebody else? Just a question. Just a question. Do you know why Sunday Igboho is in Benin Republic today? Because of this same government. Yet nobody is saying the truth. The governors who supposedly are supposed to be closer to the people, whom the people, are supposed to have elected into office, it doesn't feel very much like that. So when you look at it, there is serious oppression in the land. Nigerians are being treated like second class in their own country. Yet everybody continues and pretend all is well. You speak, you are the one who is going against the government. You are the one who gets into that list where they begin to oppress people. And at the end of the day, Nigerians are left hang and dried. So if we not speak out, we go surprise all these people that will continue to carry out their evil atrocities. So you and I, we get to speak. We not go feel quiet for this matter. Because everything that is happening is a pointer to the fact that there is oppression in the land. Serious oppression. It ought not to be so. Sadly, it's what we're experiencing. It ought not to be so. We cannot be quiet and pretend that all is well. Keeping quiet in the face of this oppression says you are quite happy and nothing is going on. You are comfortable with all that is happening. But that's not the true situation of things. No way. That's not the true situation of things. People are sad. People are unhappy. People can hardly buy food. Do you know how much the price of food costs today in the markets? Do you know how much it is? They close the borders for no reason because they and their children do not need the food that comes from these places. They travel abroad, they get all the best. The other people should, sort out themselves. It's sad, very sad what people have to experience and go through all in the name that they are in a country that do not care for them. As matters are unfolding, it is clear to everyone that Buhari's government, the world is watching, is a dictatorship government. See, they deceived people saying they voted. It was never a democracy. No, never. It was never a democracy. No, never. It is a dictatorship government. This is no democracy. No way. And so Nigerians, we've got duties in our hands. And one of such duties is for us to speak out. Oh, yes, we have to speak out. We cannot fold our arms and allow these people to continue on their track. If we do that, we give ourselves over. You see, and this is why every one of us have got to speak. Leave us a comment. We'd sincerely love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Bye for now.